Good afternoon, I'm Tim Harrison.
And I'm Steve Cullington. Together, we are Realise. We are here to openly chat about what we conceive to be a housing scandal within South Kesteven, particularly Grantham, that most of the general public may not be aware of.
Hold on, Steve. I thought a regulatory notice was issued nearly 2 years ago for failing to keep up to date with properties' electrical, fire safety and asbestos checks.
Yeah, tenants were potentially put in danger by the lax safety records.
As far as I understand it, Steve, there was a push to make sure its properties were kept up to date, and the council was hoping to see the government notice lifted within months. Is that correct?
As at this time, I'm unaware as to whether the special measures have been lifted or not.
But your recent experiences would suggest that if they have, they need to be reinstated, or if they haven't, they really need to be adhered to. Come on, mate. Tell me a bit about what you've seen for yourself in recent weeks.
Well, Tim, what I've seen in recent weeks would shock you. It would shock you.
Go on.
Well, when I'm getting messages and every single message starts with, "Can you help me?" There's clearly something inherently wrong with our social housing.
Hang on a minute, Steve. Calm down a minute. I know that Councillor Robert Reid, the Cabinet Member for Housing and Property, said in a recent council meeting, hold on, I don't want to get it wrong, I'll quote, "We are all looking forward to getting the notice lifted. We are working on procuring an external audit which can then be sent to the regulator." How does that work with what you've experienced, Steve?
In a nutshell, Tim, it doesn't. If the appalling conditions of the houses I've been asked to visit and write reports on is indicative of an improvement, then I dread to think what it was like before. In the middle of a cost of living crisis, residents are being told to deal with mould by opening windows whilst the heating's on in winter.
Get away, mate. That's like a Monty Python sketch.
Tim, I only wish it was. It's anything but funny. It's heartbreaking. When I see damp readings and mould spread as high as I have, it beggars the question as to how it ever got that bad in the first place, given that residents tell me they've reported it on previous occasions.
Hang on, Steve, we're running short of time here and this needs looking into further and further discussion. Are you going to be available to do another episode?
Anytime, Tim, anytime.
Okay, mate. We'll look forward to episode 2.